We last left off our intrepid, Throat Garrote in the, bowels of, the cave, getting ready to be sacrificed to Ifrit. But we had an opportunity to get out and, prepare a little bit, so I kind of did that off screen. And now let's head back. So yeah, back over here. Let's queue up, because it's probably going to take a few minutes, honestly. The Bowl of Embers. Join. Okay, the exit's over this way. Hey, dude, how you doing? Rejoice, heathens, for your worthless lives shall soon have meaning. Oh, you'd like to think that, wouldn't you? Let's, talk to the rest of the scared people here. The lizards claim they will soon bring us before Ifrit for tempering. You're not seriously considering locking horns with the devil now, are you? Why, yes, I am. And we have, captured Flame Privates and the Flame Sergeant here. Damn it all, traitor in the flames. What has become of us? I'm sorry you were dragged into this. Were I a better judge of character, we wouldn't be in this mess. It was bound to happen. Because corruption is apparently one of the main themes in this game. The lizard men marched us into their stronghold. They're preparing for something. I, for one, do not want to be around when they finished. Well, I don't think you're going to have a choice there, guy. They're going to kill us, aren't they? Gods, I don't want to die. I want to go home. I think you're still going to be alive, but in a different state of mind, if you know what I mean. And now we wait. For the VOD watchers, I will be cutting until we get queued up.
6.5 hours later.
Oh, there we go. Cool. Let's pause the music and then commence. Yeah, let's go. It finally popped. Let's hope this goes smoothly. Lord of the Inferno, hearken to our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Almighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno, your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. Almighty Ifrit, we bring you ignorant savages who know not your power. If you please you, blah, blah, blah. Let's get this over with. Oh, no. We're getting turned too. How could we never have seen this coming? Almighty Ifrit, we now know nothing but to serve you. And then I'm just looking around like, what the hell? Yes, my soul already belongs to another. Or rather, my want of shanking ankles. Let's go on ahead and get this over with. Alright, let's go. Oh, God. Stay on his ankles and you're gonna be fine. Oh, God. And when this thing pops up, make sure you take it out, or else the entire party wipes. Ow. Yay, we're still alive. Oh, you're dead. I'm dead. Alright, stay alive. Oh, that doesn't look too good. I thought I was out of the way of that second one. Oh well. My survival cooldowns were still ticking down, so I couldn't do anything about that. There we go. Almost dead, almost dead. There we go. Got him. Huh. He really did have shankable ankles. Ooh, is that a crystal? I think that's our third crystal? Pray forgive my lateness. Well, I think I've gotten everything mopped up. It was delayed by a congregation of Amaja zealots, I swear. Each seemed more evangelical than the last. Persistent, what? Nice shot. I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting captives, no less than I'd expect from the Flame General's hand-picked men. As for those two, it's fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I feel I owe you an apology, Throat. Had I known this mission would prove so dangerous, I'd never would have left you to face it alone. You have been given a veritable baptism of fire. But let us continue this conversation in more agreeable surrounds. Camp Drybone, shall we say? This way, sir. Yeah, it might be a good idea just to get out of here. So that was the mighty Ifrit. And boy, was he a disappointment. If only he were in his level 50 form, he would have been a much more formidable foe. That meter sucks. It was enough for what we have planned. Let's get out of here and then join the others for tea. Yay, we did it! Let's get out of here. Yeah, because my level was so high. Oh my god, I'm level 27. What level was I at the start? Ah, there you are, Throat. Come, rest a while. You will have no better opportunity. After witnessing their god's ignominious defeat, the Amalja will be less inclined to risk our wrath. For a time, at least. Now, where were we? Ah, yes, I was in the process of apologizing. I do hope you can forgive me. I arrived too late to be of any use to you or the abductees. They may be whole of body, but the same cannot be said for their mind. Once a man is tempered. Ah, but it ill suits me to dwell on the negatives. Amidst all of our fortunes, there's still reason to rejoice. Ifrit is slain by your hand, no less. Yes, now people are gonna be nipping at your heels to save them from various other things. Alright, so... Let's head back this way, shall we? I think I will use one of my, tickets. Ifrit is slain. And did I gain it? No, I started at level... Yeah, I guess I did start at level 27. Okay. Alright, time to complete the quest. Ah, the triumphant returns. Dawn wrist guard. Ooh, some new wrist guards. How does this compare to mine? That ups everything except, that ups everything. Including stats that I have no use for. And the ones I've got has a, materia slot, so... Maybe I'll just keep what I've got on? My late arrival nearly cost Throat his life. I wasn't there when the Amalja took him prisoner. I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Yes, by some miracle he survived, but that does not excuse the fact that he should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly. I don't think he knows who we are and what we deal with. Or at least what I deal with on my main character. What's done is done, Thancred. You can't blame yourself for every... Hey, you guys were talking about me? Throat, it's good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friend. I just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. Heroic exploits or your failings? Perils you faced were undeniably great, yet a part of me believes that I had no cause for fear. Now we can put paid to our long investigation. As we suspected, the Amalja undertook both the robbery and the abductions with the aim of summoning their primal Ifrit. Case closed. Let's move on to bigger and better things. I hear there's a very chunky primal that has some very shankable ankles that I'd like to take on. Blah, blah, blah. While the others were affected by Ifrit's fire, you weren't. It's like the echo protects you. Oh, yeah. The people that got tempered are gonna have to be put to death because you can't come back after being tempered, apparently. So yeah, kinda sucks for them, at least. Gods forgive me, how many more lives? Louis Swab would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Is he gonna be okay? Yay, I did it. Alright, next mission. A hero in the making. God, my rogue's level 27. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Erosia. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you traveled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to Y'shtola and the Scions that would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. It's almost like this scenario is being designed with a player character in mind. Oh yeah, and because we've been doing these great things in such a short time, the grand companies have taken notice. Lady Minfilia, reigning as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero in the midst. One that can take out primals. They would definitely, we would definitely benefit from someone like that. Yes, yes, yes. As you can see, throughout your recent exploits have garnered you the attentions of the grand companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. At least take me up for a movie first. This is also overwhelming. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant men such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Grote. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. You definitely fit in with the flames. Aye, the Admiral was not exaggerating when she said you had the look of a hero. You do well to join with us, pirate folk. I'm gonna need some time to think this over. Basically, in the times of strife, the grand companies were formed post-calamity, I believe, to help bring a little bit more stability post-Bahamut wreaking havoc to the world. We eagerly await your answer. We're just gonna stand over here. I know full well that adventurers are, by their nature, a liberty-loving breed and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a grand company nonetheless. While the promise of rewards is enticing in itself, it's not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power throat, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, not all of it friendly. There will be those of you who wish ill. And I'm pretty sure you're going to be ready for that. So yeah, we're given a link pearl so we can stay in contact with Minfilia and every one of the Scions. And now we're gonna hear all of the leaders of the grand companies speak to everybody. So we're gonna do a little bit of traveling. All right, let's speak with Tataru first of all. I also know who I'm going to be joining already. My first two characters I've joined with two of the grand companies already, so I'm going to be joining with the third one. All right, Tataru, what's up? Sorry about all the attention you're getting, Throat. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often. To a few too many people. I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the 3 services at the amphitheater, and then Ul'dah's, and then Limsa Lominsa. All right, so we're gonna be going through in that order. So yeah, let's. Oh, wait, I don't want to do that. Yeah, let's go in the order that they're listed. Gonna be going to the amphitheater, gonna be going to the promenade, and then going to the Admiral's quarters. The stateroom. Okay, it's just skill and experience. Ooh, white mage outfit. Alright, let's listen in.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 Seedseers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body.
This is voice acted, so I'm gonna be able to stay quiet.
Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood, fearful of the Green Wrath. They hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
I've seen all 3 of these, so I'm gonna be doing stuff off screen.
Standard, there, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness.
His eyes kind of look creepy.
And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat.
Yay.
5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk
pox
the
on the
high
bloody
roads without
XIV.
fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity.
I don't remember this cutscene being this long, honestly.
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
All
forest.
the elementals!
So yeah, I think this stream's gonna be a lot of non-combat type of stuff. Heavy on cutscenes. Yay! It's all said and done. Oh, 1/3 of it's done.
If you'll permit me, Alfie no. And my sister, Alize, at your service.
Oh, hi.
I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
The Grodanians are unfortunate enough. Oh. There we go. This way I can control it myself. Grodanians have no love for war and they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the XIV ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it'll be before it's broken. Alright, onward to the next one. Basically, we're doing this to give ourselves a chance to see what the values of each grand company are. But like I said, I've already made my decision on which one to join, so that decision's kind of moot. Alright. Onward to Ul'dah. If the second one's gonna be that long, I may run upstairs to get refill on my drink or a small bite to eat. Alright, I need to head over to the Royal Promenade. Chamber of Rule. Since, like I said, I've seen these many times before, so I honestly don't think I need to hear these a third time. Alright. I'll let the cutscene run, and I will be right back. Alright, I will be right back.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanimal herself!
And Roban as well.
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. Hurrah! Rauban! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Nalthal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Uldar stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Uldar, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Uldar. As Uldar prospers, so shall her people.
Ya for Uldar!
Together we are one.
You...
Raoban? People of Uldar, I, Nanimo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you.
I just finished a sandwich.
Much has been made of
Rather,
the wealth of Uldar.
remains of a sandwich from today.
Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Uldar, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the inferno, for we are by fire reborn!
I thought it was a realm reborn.
Forsooth!
The time is now!
I fancy meeting you again.
Yes, it's almost like you're gonna be at every single one of these things. The Uldans have a long history of conflict with the lizard folk. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. Yeah, took out their primal too. It's been observed that the Amalja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Ooh, more opportunities to shank his ankles. I like it. And having an adventure that is Ifrit-proof would probably help their ranks a lot. And now, onward to the Admiral's quarters. Basically. Alright, let's teleport. It's always so active in that plaza, isn't it? Onward!
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
I'm gonna see if I have any dessert upstairs.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the
No
five
cookies,
seas
but I have a
and
very sugary
beyond.
granola bar.
Ah, yeah, ah, ha, yeah, ha.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners, and together we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage, yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
While the mines of Ogomero spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt Pirate and Maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Admiral Melvin!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral.
Alright, so ignore everything that all three of those guys just said. I'm joining with the Admiral.
Fancy meeting you again.
Yes, you said that before. Got some banging going on upstairs. Bathroom renovations, basically. There we go. Yeah, the Lomensons have their own strife, just like the other two grand companies. But like I said, I'm joining with the, with these guys here in this area. Alright, let's go on ahead and report back. Throughout this is Minfilia, you're well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final Remembrance service is now concluded? A moment ago you say, what a coincidence! Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies. While delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would do not keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Alright, let's go on ahead and head back. I'm gonna keep these on my tab here, on my bar here. Oh, okay, it's just a normal one. Thought I saw Thancred in these halls before. Oh, no, he's right here. He's brandishing a knife. You've all put us to shame with your recent performance in the field. If I'm to keep up, I dare say I'll need bigger knives. Do we have no vendor still? Huh. Thought there'd be a vendor here by now. Alright, back into the solar. Alright, yeah, I'm joining with the storm.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies, as though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral Era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience. There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
My lady!
We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
So they're going to become major story characters in the future. Alright, so talk to one of these and you'll get your next quest. How was the Admiral's speech? But you need not explain that you stand before me isn't now answer enough. You have resolved to join the Maelstrom, have you not? Yes, I have. Dalamud Red Dye. Ooh. It is on the upper decks in case you have forgotten. I will send word to our personal officer to expect you. The duties of Maelstrom soldier can be both arduous and challenging, but I promise you, you'll not regret this choice. May your passage be swift and your bearings pure. Yes, my passage will be swift because I'm teleporting there. Whee! Alright, so upper decks. Alright, so I want to go to the aft castle. That's a nice name for a cat girl who happens to be a dragoon. I haven't actually heard this song yet. Hail, adventurer. What business have you at Maelstrom Command? My name is Throker Road. I believe you're expecting me. I, a recruitment officer, sent word of your coming. It shall be my honor to induct you into the ranks of the Maelstrom. What is it, Private? This had better be important. Sir, we've received a report from a lookout in Lower Law Nausicaa, sir. Imperial forces have fired upon a Highwind Skyways airship. Vessel's in a bad way, sir, and appears to be banking for an emergency landing in Cedarwood. Cedarwood? Damn it, we've no troops available in that area? So it looks like our newly recruited adventurer is gonna have to do. Very convenient. This scenario happens no matter which Grand Company you choose to join. Just same quest, different location is all. So what would be the closest way? I guess just exit out of the gate. Just exit out of the Zephyr gate then. Yeah, let's go. My shoulder itches. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh. I actually didn't know I could go down there. Ah, there's the airship. Airship crewman. Oh! Doesn't let me go any fur- Oh, okay. That's a nice little touch. Didn't know that would happen. Alright. How long were those cutscenes altogether? Like 20, 25 minutes? 25 minutes I could have been using shanking ankles. At least I'm gonna make up for it. That was a very loud sound for a branch. An adventurer. What are you doing out here? No, wait. Let's find some cover first. You ran a short distance. Why are you short of breath? Maelstrom's command sent you. How do I know you're not an Imperial spy? You don't even have a uniform. I was just recruited. Be at ease, sir. We're the Maelstrom. You're a Garland Ironworks engineer, yes? One of our lookouts reported the attack on your craft, and we're here to rescue you. You must speak Rote. Good work on reaching our friend here before the Imperials. An X-wielder, looks like a bowman and some sort of healer. I've never seen that craft of this design. It must be Garland's work. Is there no end to the man's treachery? Yes, good designs means you're a traitor. Oh, he's got the same hairdo as I. I've got to change it now. Oh, looks like his friend is trapped there. Biggs and Wedge, of course. Common names in the Final Fantasy series. Same thing with Sid. Alright, let's go on ahead and bonk some Imperial heads. An ambush! To arms! Oh! Finally, I get to actually poke these knives into some feet. There we go, you're dead. Let's get the ranged guys out of the way. There we are, dead. And now the spellcaster. Oh, do we have more people? Oh, good, we do. Alright, take out the ranged guy, and then we'll take out the Magitech armor later. Weaken it a little bit. Oh god, it's firing at me! There we go. Stop it for a few seconds. There we go. It beat. Biggs! Same hair. Shoot. Too damn close. So, how's she look anyway? Auxiliary propellers are dead lost, but I think we can ring enough thrust from the main propeller to get us airborne. Few minor modifications, we should be able to fly the tiny Bronco home. We'll stand watch until the ship's ready to take off. The Imperials will come looking for their scouts eventually, but I doubt they'll be here for a good while yet. Groat, you're free to return to Maelstrom Command and complete your induction. Ordinarily, I'd ask you to stay, but I think we would all feel better knowing an adventurer if your ability was safely sworn in and ready for the next mission. Rest assured, I'll inform them of your success. And I think since during those long cutscenes I was up and down, I'll consider that a break. Oh! Hey! I can finally take these things out! There we go. Got the second rank unlocked. Alright, back to Limsa Lamensa. There we go. Oh god. The noises! Get me out of here! Aft Castle. Yeah, let me look at the hunting log now. Wild jackals. Oh, wow. I got to take out all these things. Welcome back, Road. I just heard the report. You need to be concerned about the engineers that completed the return trip without further Imperial interference. I look forward to seeing what you're capable of, after you're properly inducted into the Maelstrom, of course. Now, speaking of your induction, here's some dye! And some seals. Seals are the currency of the Grand Companies. You can use them to get your... You can use them to get various things, like your very first chocobo. You're welcome here, Throat Garrote. Such a well-respected adventurer would choose to join our ranks is most heartening. Before you swear your allegiance to us, however, it is only right that I tell you exactly what it is you'll be joining. Grand Company is more than simply a collection of soldiers. It's an all-encompassing organization which draws upon the resources of an entire city-state to form a united military force capable of standing against the nation's deadliest enemies. We at the Maelstrom are charged with meeting the threats posed by the Primals and the Garlean Empire and solving the many problems caused by the Calamity. Every man and woman who serves under our colors has a role to play in keeping the great warship that is the Limsa Lamenza afloat, and on whatever heading Chief Admiral Merwib sees fit to set. Merwib. As part of this Grand Vessel's crew, you'll be expected to take your turn at the oars, for the winds do not look favorable, lad, and strength of arm may be all that sees us safe to port. If I've lost you with the talk of the ship and oar, let me put it another way. Maelstrom soldier laborers till his last breath, till his last drop of blood. We give our all in service to this nation, blah, blah, blah. What skills I have are yours until the sea swallows all. I hereby assign you the rank of Storm Private. Welcome aboard. I wonder if it's possible to advance through the main story without even joining a Grand Company, or if it's just hardwired into the coding of the game. Might actually research that. Can you hear me, Throat? This is Minfilia, an officer of the Maelstrom contacted me with news of your enlistment. My congratulations, Private. Alright, I'm being called back to the Scions. I've got work there. You may now accept the quest, My Little Chocobo, by speaking with you. Ow. Yay! Delivery missions unlocked. Let me see if I actually have those seals. I do not. Alright, I gotta go back to the Waking Sands to get those seals, but I think I can accept My Little Chocobo. Yeah. Alright, this is basically the quest that you need to get if you want to advance the main story quest past the end of, I think, patch 2.1? I think it's actually a requirement to take this now. So yeah, let's head back to the let's head back to the Waking Sands. Get my seals, and then I'll come back and get the chocobo. I need a name for the chocobo. I also need a new hairstyle. Now that I know that there's a Lalafell with the same hairstyle as me. Welcome back. Lady Minfilia waits. Welcome back. It seems you wasted no time putting your skills to work. How do I know? Why, the recruitment officer called to regale me with the tale of your heroics. The pride in his voice was palpable. We Scions are truly fortunate to have you with us. Now, when we last spoke, I said that I wanted you to meet some friends, did I not? Well, I neglected to mention that you've already met. Tataru, please show them in. I've already met them? But... Oh! Okay. Thanks again for getting us out of that mess. We owe you our lives. But I don't think we've been properly introduced. I'm Biggs. And I'm... Gods, man, spit it out, will you? Wedge, at your service. I'm pleased to say that Biggs and Wedge will be staying with us for a while. Magitech-driven contraptions such as airships grow ever more vital to the city-states of Eorzea. As a neutral party, it was judged that we Scions should serve as keepers of this technology. Our happy family continues to grow. Like every soul here, I love Eorzea. And I count myself blessed to have been given this chance to stand with you and all and fight for the future of our realm. Never have I known such fulfillment, such happiness. Yay! And I got my seals. Let me get the next quest in this string, and then I'll go back and get the chocobo. Ooh, we're gonna be investigating the sylphs next.
Now, having set aside the formalities, we have a favor to ask of you. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
We have conducted a study at the behest of the Order of the Twin Adder. Papalimo, Ida, a synopsis if you would.
Our task was to survey the behavior of the sylphs, a beast tribe indigenous to the Twelveswood.
Oh, how to describe them. They look like gisselcreens, floating ones, that worship the primal Ramu.
Ramu?
Though technically a beast tribe, sylphs are blessed with a comparatively personable demeanor, conducive to peaceful communication.
Offering us an invaluable opportunity to learn what the beast tribes know of the primals.
While Ramu's existence is well documented, the sylphs do not, or perhaps cannot, summon the primal any longer, insofar as can be ascertained. Until such time as we know, it would be unwise to assume that the threat posed by the primal has passed.
Which leaves Gridania with the added worry of not knowing what they should be worrying about.
In that regard, they are hardly alone. What we can say with absolute certainty is that Gridania has its hands full fending off Garuda, who, I need hardly remind you, is among the most savage and terrible of all known primals.
In short, it is essential that we approach the sylphs in as diplomatic a manner as possible. Words and actions can be misconstrued. The only sure way to communicate our intentions is the echo. Winning the sylphs' favor may well bring us a step closer to mitigating the threat of the primals. Will you help us? I am grateful.
Lovely. Well, as much as I'd like to help, I'm afraid I would be of little use to anyone in Gridania. A veritable babe in the woods. Ida and Papalimo, however, should be able to see the forest for the trees. Is that not so, Minfulia?
Indeed. You are willing?
Leave it to me.
Us, Ida, us!
Yay, we get to go see plant folk. Alright, let's get our chocobo, and then I'm probably going to end the stream, honestly. Because it seems like I'm getting to a good point where I could end things off. Let's teleport back to the lower decks. I'm going to get my chocobo issuance first, and then I'm going to name the chocobo. And I'm going to end things off at the next quest point. This way. Whee! Quartermaster. Here it is. Where do I go? Oh, okay. By the gate. Let's head over there. Storm Chocobo Issuance. Oh, it's gonna be so worth it to be able to ride something. Oh, right here. Want a bird issue to say? Then I'll need to see your storm insurance. Boop. Here you go. Yes, everything appears to be in order. Well, please, I'll be right back with your chocobo. Oh, it's, smaller than I thought it'd be. And here he is. The fellow's been in high spirits since the past few builds. He must have sensed that his master was coming. Now then, to make it official, you'll want to give your noble steed a name. Quair! What to name the chocobo? Quair! What to name the chocobo? There we go, Shanks. Throat Garrote and Shanks the chocobo. I dare say he likes his name. He's your very own chocobo. Here's your very own chocobo whistle. Simply blow into it and your feathered friend will come bounding to your side. But do forgive him if he doesn't respond when summoned in crowded city areas or monster-infested lairs. Chocobos are stout-hearted creatures, but they have their limits. And lastly, I present to you your chocobo rider's license, as is required by law. And that concludes all the formalities. I wish you and your chocobo long years of fulfilling companionship. Yay, I got a chocobo. Alright, let's go to character, mount guide, and pop this onto a bar. Cool. Alright, let's head to Gridania. I'll end things off when I get over to the Sylphs. We know far too little of the Sylphs to lay any worthwhile plans. We must call upon the signs once more if we are to... beg pardon, it's a terrible habit of mine to think aloud, but tell me, what brings you to the Adder's Nest? I'm gonna help you with your, Sylph issue. Alright, I got that much skill. Okay. Hail, adventurer, I bid you welcome to the Adder's Nest. Do you seek to entwine your destiny with the Twin Adder? No, I'm here on behalf of the Scions. Oh. Sylphs are, for the most part, a peaceful bunch, but much to the delight of the elder Seatseer, who has no desire to see her people embroiled in yet another fruitless war. Twin Adder is of the same mind, and 'tis precisely for this reason that the Sylph's relation to the primal Ramu has raised a flag of warning amongst our ranks. Friendly as they appear, beastmen will be beastmen. Yeah, you're a little prejudiced. Your prejudice is starting to show a little bit. Alright, head to the Little Solace, talk with the Sylphs, make sure that they have no intention of summoning Ramu. Ramu! Oh, I gotta go to the pier. Okay, cool. Is there a way to get there quicker? Ah, the Lancers Guild. Perfect. Let's head over there. Lansing's a pretty good job, mate. Pretty good for poking people in the ankles from afar. I like to get up close and shank them with a knife. Alright, oh, I gotta talk to the ferry skipper. Sweet Bloom Pier! It's free, so I might as well. And I'm unattuned to the Hawthorne Hut, so I gotta attune. Why am I on foot? I can do this. Alright, Hawthorne Hunt. I am here. I am on the roof. And now I'm not. Alright. Chocobo Keep, attune, and then meet with the Sylphs. Oh, and I get an opportunity to repair, so let's do that too. Repair. Ah, you're inside. Indeed, I am of the Twin Adder. I understand you're here to learn of the Sylphs. Ooh, almost level 28. Oh, I gotta speak to people. Okay. Where are the other two? Well, there's one right there. Oh, the other's right here. Don't care. I'm just talking to people because I want to get to the Sylphs. I hear a bug. Yay, level 28. Alright, speak to Rosa Hawthorne. Alright. Purely doing the main story quests. That's the only way to not feel like I'm over-leveling too fast. There we go. Use amber syrup on the curious Toxic and slay the Ochu. That sounds like a bunch of nonsense, but I assure you it makes sense in context. Oops. Use. Oh, hi. There we go. Gotcha. And yes, I used an antidote because I was poisoned. And it's a Final Fantasy game, so they have antidotes and eye drops for sale that you can use to cure yourself of stuff like this. And I intend to use them. You are inside the hut. I gotta... There we go. You're back. Was my wife able to direct you to a suitable offering? Yeah, here's some milk root. It smells like milk. Alright, first contact. I've taken the liberty of wrapping your milk root well and good. This should keep it nice and fresh, not to mention spare you from the god-awful stench. Hey, it smells like sour milk, doesn't it? Alright. Got that taken care of. Oh, and you. Good to see your knowledge of sylviculture has matured. I see no reason to delay your mission any further. So you gotta seek out this sylph and just make sure that they don't want to do anything rash. Ooh, that's a neat little flying mount. I'm gonna turn this up. That sounds so weird. That mount sounds so weird. God, stay away from the giant gnats. Alright, once I get up to the sylphs and complete that quest, I will I'll end things off. Hello. Strange dancing ones might be a different story, but this one expects no such thing. Walking one should go home and leave this one be. Okay. Guess that's another emote I gotta add to my, bars. Alright, social, emotes, dance. There. And a letter to the elder. Walking one brings milk root. Milk root fills this one with great joy. This one gives thanks. Gives many, many thanks. Excuse me. Everything was going so well, and you guys had to come up and ruin it. These sulfur are the same no matter what, so I'm just gonna take one. And I'll sell it later. Or, doesn't work on effective on most targets up to level 20. So yeah, it's kind of useless right now. Alright. We're gonna save this quest for next time. In the meantime, YouTube, thank you for watching, and take it easy. I'll see you later.